All right, now to the NBA, and not to remind you of any past relationship trauma or anything, but remember that time when you knew your ex was going to see you with your new boo for the first time?
You better be winning that breakup.
That was Jimmy Butler Saturday.
You show
Made
up
his Warriors debut.
Fine.
Got a new jersey with a new name and a new number. Butler the third, number is 10. Here, Buddy Hield finds him, first points. And here's what Jimmy saw himself fitting in with the Warriors and Steph.
Pass the ball to Steph and get out the way. Easy.
Get out the way, huh? All right, well, Steph's like, well, let's do this here in the third quarter. Knocks down that three plus the foul. And then later, Steph, another three. After being down 19, it's a 6-point game. And then Steph coming through like the rent is due. Another one, they're down 2. He was not finished. He had 24 points in the third quarter. He made 5 of 8 threes, his most in a quarter in the last 3 seasons. And the Warriors are up 97-94 going to the fourth quarter. And that's when Jimmy said, let me go to work. And one, a couple plays later, Jimmy out here paying dudes with reality checks. It's been a while, but he's still that dude. Jimmy Buckets had 10 of his 25 in the fourth quarter. Steph had 34. The Warriors win at 132-111. So a successful debut for Jimmy in the Bay. So, guys, how'd it go? First night out.
They say opposites attract in a lot of ways in life, and I don't think I could be a better compliment to him and vice versa, in the sense that they're not leaving him ever. Probably 2 people would never leave him, so there's so much space for everybody else, and I get the easy job. You know, I'm playing one-on-one, or I'm playing in so much space. And then everybody's looking for him, and everybody's looking to get him open.
I think the idea that he's like the exact opposite player of me, which is kind of funny. Like, I'm shooting 16 threes. He shot 1, got to the free throw line a lot. He's dominating the paint. I'm dominating the outside and the perimeter. Guys working around us has the potential to be really, really fun.
Hello, Mr. Perkins. I feel like this is a scene from Homeland where we need the red string, but Mr. Butler III got going late for his new team against his first team. That would be the Bulls. You following along? Good. What stood out for you from him tonight in his debut with the Warriors?
Well, I mean, just what Jimmy Butler brings to the table, right? Obviously, he's capable of filling up the box score, as we can see. He had 25 tonight. But Jimmy Butler is a damn dog, and he does it all, right from the passing to the cutting to the scoring to the defending. And he has given Steph Curry a breath of fresh air, right? It's times that Steph Curry has looked defeated, and you add a guy like Jimmy Butler and also sign him to a contract extension. Now all of a sudden Steph Curry has that certified number 2, not necessarily right now to go compete for a title, but just to ease the pain and actually help him win games. And so at the end of the day, was it an upgrade for the Golden State Warriors? Absolutely. Do I have them as a legit threat to actually go out there and make some noise to try to win a title right now? I don't. But at the end of the day, it was about trying to keep Steph Curry motivated, and I thought they did a great job by bringing Jimmy Butler in tonight, and it was a great performance by him on his debut as a Golden State Warrior.
Sir, when you refer to someone as a dog, what kind of dog? Because I have a golden retriever, and he is far too derpy to do anything that's actually like intelligent on the court.
Yeah, so I'm thinking more along the lines of like a Rottweiler,
Okay, all right, fair enough.
Doberman.
Fair
yeah,
enough. All right. Yeah. Fair enough. All right, hang tight because there's actually another debut that we should probably also talk about, so just stand by.
All right.
Does anybody know what the hell just happened? No! Does it make any sense at all? No! How can they let Luka go and get nothing back? We got fleeced! We got fleeced! We got fleeced! He's not back! Bring him back! He's not back! Bring him back!
Look, I am not here to talk about anyone's weight or body type, but that whole scene is something. Of all of the things to protest, Mavericks fans have pinpointed their rage on that man, Nico Harrison, obviously. Harrison's been getting death threats. His security's been beefed up, and when the Mavericks trotted out their apparently unwanted but new toy, the one who says it's his job to bring hope to Mavericks fans, Harrison couldn't even sit in his usual seat There's the man taking a new seat with his new team. Anthony Davis, Mavs hosting the Rockets. The new guy hasn't played since January 28th because he's been out with an ab strain. This is why you don't have abs, but those are his first points as a Mav. Then, how about that moment? Misses the first shot, did Anthony Davis, but then he grabbed that and threw it down with authority. Do you think he's been hearing those protests? He's like, I'm here. I'm here.
Like I said in the press conference, letting Dallas fans know what they got, in a player like me. So it's a little friendly reminder of, who Anthony Davis is.
Like, for the record, let's not get too twisted. He did get applause when he took the floor. Nice little turnaround hook shot. 14 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists in the first quarter. The only Mavericks player with a better quarter since 96, 97. Some guy named Luka Doncic. Mavericks up 13 after 1. This trade was allegedly about defense, so how about that? Jalen Green driving inside, rejected by AD. And then a little bit later in the quarter, Kyrie, nice little lob to AD. First player with 20 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, and 3 blocks and a half since 97-98. The Mavs, their lead was comfortable, up 17 at the break. Rockets went on a bit of a run in the third, but the real issue is that Davis attempting to steal, and then you see the clutching of the groin. Team's going to call it a lower body injury, and that would do it. Davis left the game, did not return. 26 points, 16 rebounds, 7 assists, and 3 blocks. Mavericks win, but what about AD next game?
Leg got tight, like a little spasm. Just came back to try to get it loose and everything. Obviously dealing with the ab, strain still, but it's nothing, serious. I'm fine.
How motivated would you say you were coming into this game?
Very, very motivated. Honestly, this is still fresh. It's like, a divorce, right? From both sides. So it takes time. I'm not saying, it's going to go away in one day, but, we keep stacking days as a unit, continuously getting better one day at a time and getting wins and, just let it take over from there.
All right, so Big Perk still kicking it with us here on SportsCenter. Anthony Davis seems confident, what we heard, that the injury won't be a big deal, but the way he was playing before that injury was a big deal. When you saw the way he played and considering everything that had gone on, what stood out to you?
Well, Eves, look, let me pull this one. I need to see you and we need to have a conversation. All right. So here's the thing. It pisses me off listening to those idiots outside the arena. Are they mad because Luka got traded? Is Luka an international superstar? Absolutely. But the Dallas Mavericks, Nico, did not trade Luka for nobody. They didn't trade him and get back me. They got back Anthony Davis. They got back an all-NBA player. They got a top power forward in the game today, right under Giannis Antetokounmpo. They got a guy that's that's going to be a front runner for Defensive Player of the Year. And you got arguably the most skilled power forward to ever play the game, now actually playing the power forward position. And you was able to keep Gafford and Lively. What we saw today out of Anthony Davis, I called him Baskin and Robbins because he gave you all different flavors. If you wanted the points, he gave you buckets. If you wanted the rebounds, he had 16 of those, 7 assists. And the beautiful thing, the one play that stood out was the first play of the game when he had that lob pass, big-to-big pass to Daniel Gafford, because it took me back to when the Lakers when they won the championship and AD had JaVale McGee and Dwight Howard. I used to see that all the time with that big-to-big passing. So the Mavs fans actually need to keep a cool booty because Anthony Davis is like that. Jay Kidd was actually on that roster with the Los Angeles Lakers when they won the championship. And AD is just getting started. Listen, this team is dangerous. The rest of the Western Conference is scared, and the rest of the NBA knows how dangerous this Dallas Maverick team is going to be. And they won this game tonight, and Kyrie Irving ain't even play well.
Sometimes when there's a breakup, you don't realize you shouldn't have been with that person in the first place. Someone else had to tell you, and then later you be like,
because it's broken.
See, there was a reason. Oh, by the way, the Mavs, next 4 games, they're all at home, including one Wednesday night on ESPN against the Warriors and Jimmy Butler. Hopefully we'll see you then. Perk, thanks, brother. One other note on the Lakers. Remember that trade that sent rookie Dalton Connect, Cam Reddish, and some draft picks to the Hornets in exchange for Mark Williams? Well, that trade no longer exists. Sources tell ESPN the trade was rescinded after the Lakers brought up multiple issues with Williams and his physical.
So Lakers adjacent, you know what the Mavericks fans didn't need to see? This. In his first game in a Mavericks uniform, Anthony Davis goes out with what the team is calling a lower body injury. Was he great before? Yeah, he was, but this is the unwanted shiny new toy who says his job is to bring hope to the franchise that made it to the NBA Finals a season ago. So now what? Here's Tim McMahon.
Anthony Davis rocked the rim for his 4th bucket in his first 4+ minutes in a Mavericks uniform, chest bumped a couple of teammates, waved his arms to work the crowd into a frenzy, and pointed at the American Airlines Center court before delivering a message. "I'm here," AD shouted. He understands how devastated Dallas fans are by losing Luka Doncic in the trade with the Lakers. 1,000 or so people protested outside the arena before Saturday afternoon's game. Many calling for Mavs GM Nico Harrison be fired. Davis welcomed himself to Dallas with a dominant performance, calling it, quote, a friendly little reminder of who Anthony Davis is. Unfortunately, his day ended early. He exited late in the 3rd quarter due to what he described as tightness between his groin and quad. "It's nothing serious," AD said. "I'll be fine." In Dallas, Tim McMahon, ESPN.
I'm not sure this is breaking news, but Anthony Davis has an injury history, and we've talked about it a lot, except for he has turned a corner, because since the start of last season, he has played in 123 out of a possible 137 games before the abdominal injury caused him to miss the last 5, and before he was injured again tonight in his Mavs debut.